Hi, I'm David DuPont, inventor of the SureStep Safety Step Stools. A lot of people don't know this about me, but I am a mechanic by trade. It's kind of how I got into this business to start with. You see, one day back in 1992, I was tuning up a four-wheel drive truck, and I was standing on a milk crate to do that because I couldn't reach the spark plugs. So I got 7 of the 8 spark plugs out fairly easily, but the last spark plug, it was way in the back on the passenger side, the last one, and it was tight, real tight. So I got my long extension and I'm standing up on my plastic milk crate and I'm trying to break the spark plug loose, and of course, what do you do when it's tight? Well, you push harder. Well, when you have a long extension and you do that, that extension is kind of torquing and twisting. Well, when it broke loose, the spark plug broke loose and the milk crate broke loose all at the same time. And it left me cut up, scraped up, and I was furious. I was like, how in the world could this happen? I'm not ever going to let it happen again. I'm going to do something about this. So that's what I did. I went and I did something about it. So I went and I started looking for other steps to use. And so I bought one off the tool truck that came around the shop, and I said, okay, we're going to try this one. And a couple of weeks after we bought it, we were setting a car down and it caught the edge, the lift caught the edge of the step, and it just broke the leg. And I was like, okay, this thing's a piece of junk. What am I going to do now? Well, I set out and eventually invented the SureStep Safety Step Stools. And I'm going to share with you why these steps are really the best, most durable steps that you could possibly buy for mechanics. The number one thing I didn't want to have happen again is I didn't want the step to slide out from underneath me or tip over like the milk crate had done. So what we did was we designed the center of the step to be much smaller than the outside of the step. So that centers the person's weight over the step instead of over the edge where a step could actually tip over for you. The other thing I did was we put 6 large rubber pads on the bottom to keep these steps from sliding. And if you'll see, there's one here, there's one there, and there's 3 more on the opposite end. There's 6 large rubber pads, and mechanics tend to, when they're working on a truck, they will stand on top of their step, but they will lean up against the fender of the truck and lean over to work. Well, what that does is it kind of puts pressure on the step to push it out. And if you don't have anything on the bottom of the step to prevent it from sliding, it's going to slide out from underneath the mechanic. Now, these steps are also rated for 500 pounds. So you can have a big mechanic and this step's not going to give way. These are the most durable, lightweight plastic step stools you can possibly buy for any mechanic, anywhere, and I guarantee it. These steps are also stackable. I know that trucks come in different heights, different sizes. So do human beings. So do the mechanics that work on these trucks. Some are tall, some are short. I'm 6 feet tall. I still have to use one of my steps to work on a 3/4 ton truck. If I'm going to work in the engine compartment, I've got to stand on one of my steps. Had them in my shop since we made the very first one, and I'm still using it today. So how do we make these steps adjustable so that all mechanics and trucks can still work, the mechanics can still work on the trucks even though they're big? Well, let me demonstrate for you. This is a SureStep 2 black model. This is a SureStep 2 yellow model. All you have to do is set a second step on top, and now you've grown the step from 10 inches to 16 inches high. The mechanic can now you can now raise the mechanic up, and now he can work safely in the engine compartment, and it's still not going to tip over, and it's still not going to slide on them because they interlock for 4 inches, just like almost like Legos, I've been told. Well, that's why the SureStep is the safest step stool for mechanics. The other feature that I included is the top surface, and I hope you can see this, but the top surface is very rough, got a rough texture. So what this does is if oil or antifreeze is spilled on top of the step, it's going to spill and run off the edge, while these diamond plates with a ridge in the center are raised up. So your mechanic's foot will not be sitting in a puddle of slippery fluid. These steps are the best step for mechanics. Thanks for watching this video, and I hope I've informed some mechanics so that nobody gets hurt like I did. Thanks for watching.